What's going on, guys? Victor here in the beautiful Florida Keys. We're jumping right into today's video.
I'm putting out the chum bag, hoping to get all of the little critters. Oh, look, they know the drill. They're already out. They're already coming up to this frozen block of chum. As soon as this starts to thaw out a little bit, we're gonna have a slick of oil, a bunch of goodies that are just gonna have little mangrove snappers, some tropical fish.
We just put out the chum bag, and if you guys want to check out Ryan's channel, I'm gonna have it linked below. He's gonna be filming with me all weekend long. He actually just took a really cool trip up to Louisiana, got on some inshore redfish, right?
Yeah, the redfish video, I think it's going live today. So by the time this films, some pretty sweet redfish videos online with some pretty spectacular shots on it, if I do say so myself.
Show you guys how easy it is to catch a mangrove snapper here. They're not big. There's definitely some keepers down there. Okay, into the shrimp well we go. First shrimp fish. Little hooks. We're finesse fishing. 15-pound leader. Little shrimp. Little hook. And we got our chum right there. And you guys see all those mangroves. It should not take long. Oh my gosh, they're on it like crazy. Dude, it's instant. It's instant. It's like fishing in an aquarium right there.
Dude, chewing.
Look at that. We got a little hook. This is a little 1.0 mustad beak hook. I'm gonna have it linked below, and you guys can actually save 25% off through December 15th. Use my code Landshark.
All right, Landsharks, check it out.
All right, who's gonna catch one first? We'll see.
Oh!
Got him! Sorry, Moore, you lost this challenge. Ryan lost this challenge, but basically there's a big school of mangroves down there, right underneath our chum bag. They're not big. There's gonna be a few keepers in there, but that's what we're after. A mangrove snapper, otherwise known as gray snapper. So everyone's got their own way of hooking their shrimp, but I really like to hook them in the tail. I like it right there in the tail. It hides the hook. Good. It's like fish in a barrel. Nasty bite on them too. You got a crazy little row of teeth. Don't want to get bit by one of those. Okay, well I think that's number 7 for me. Sometimes in life you go to the tackle shop and you spend a bunch of money on bait like pinfish, and then you come to the bridge and you find pinfish in your chum slick. So we always like to bring a wide variety of stuff to the bridge because you never know what you're gonna find, and sometimes you can make your own bait at the bridge. I got a sabiki right here, which is like the most universal thing around the world to catch bait with. You catch ballyhoo, pilchards, goggle eye, all sorts of things with it. And watch this. We got our chum bag, current's going this way now, and I noticed that there was pinfish back in the slick. Oh dude, that's a monster.
That's
a giant, no, it's a giant pinfish.
Look at that pin.
When it's slow like this, like right now we're not getting very many bites and we're done messing around with the little mangroves, you catch giant pinfish like this and you save them for bait. You got to make the most of your time out here. So if we're not fishing, we're re-rigging. If we're not re-rigging, we're trying to catch bait or moving bridges. So we're probably going to catch a few more of these guys, put them in the bucket and switch bridges because this bridge does not seem to be doing too hot for us today. I don't know. I think I have the yellow jack. Yep. And I got a Maury.
And we're hooked up.
Woo, baby! First yellow jack of the trip. Dude, there's a follower right there, Ryan.
Follower.
Right there in the shadow line. My favorite fish to catch in the Florida Keys, right here. I mean, these are the size of the ones they were catching at Long Key.
Yep. Dude, on the Vanford and the Cloud 9.
On the Vanford. Woo-hoo. Some sort of jack species. I don't know why we're so confused by this, but look at that. That's so beautiful right there.
No filter on that one.
No. This is like the 3rd or 4th species we've caught. Pretty slow, but Ryan noticed that a shrimp was getting popped up on top. And we saw a school of these guys come by. I thought it was the yellowjack, but I guess it's not. Dude, I got a mutton. Alec, I got a mutton. Or no, it's a hogfish, dude.
No way.
Yeah. Here, I got it.
On what?
On a shrimp.
That thing's legal, dude. Hold on.
I don't think it's seasoned.
It is.
Is it?
Yes.
Are you sure?
That thing's legal.
Woo! Absolutely gorgeous hogfish out here on the bridge. It's the first fish since we've switched bridges. I was just drifting a little live shrimp on a jig head back, and look at this. Big old hogfish. Look at that mouth. That's the coolest thing about these fish. So they'll actually change sex. I'm pretty sure this is a male. When the females have really small mouths and the males, they get this huge hog-like mouth. And these are big crustacean eaters. You'll see them feeding on coral and rock and all along the pilings, and they're just, everything about them is so cool and so beautiful. Look at that. They got a little mohawk, all these colors. See you later, Mr. Hogfish. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh no. Swimming towards me. No, no. Come on, this way, this way, this way, this way. Nice and gentle and easy, please. He's in there, dude. He's in there, but I'm gonna try to get him out. He's in there, but I'm gonna try. I just had a scream and run. I literally threw my other rod on the ground. On a pilchard, on a live pilchard. Yeah, I think he's on the inside.
Yeah, you're good.
It just looked like he was. Come on.
Dude.
We need this fish. Oh, he's in there now. He's in this thing right here, but he's coming out, right? He's coming out.
Mutton?
I don't know. Hopefully he gets tired and tries to come out of here and feel free, but there's not much you can do. Definitely some type of bottom fish. It went straight for the structure, ran all the way here. Originally I thought it was in the piling there, but he ran all the way into this little piling here.
Is that the pilchard?
Yeah, live pilchard. You see him?
Yeah, he's still on there.
Yep. He's out. Oh, I see the lead right there.
Dude, that's a big fish.
It's a grouper. It's a black grouper. He's like right at the corner here. You see him?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, dude, it's a keeper black grouper.
Black.
I like can't turn him. Is he cooted? Is he missing his tail?
No.
Okay.
Careful, you barely
Alec.
have enough net run.
Let the net slide out, Alec. Can you let the current take it anymore? Yes, yes, yes. I'm slide. Hold on. Okay. Woo!
Dude.
I don't know if he'll keep, but dude.
That was a fight.
Woo!
That was a lot of stress.
He's gonna keep, dude.
Oh, man. I don't know, dude.
That's a fast
Heavy,
fish.
though.
Keeper, black grouper on the bridge. That's my biggest one off the bridge.
Yeah.
Woo! You guys, it's been a grind. Me and Ryan woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, came to the Keys, got our bait, did the whole scenario. This is our second bridge. Only the second fish at this bridge. And your luck can change just like that. A fish like this is a fish of a lifetime for me, just because of the fact that, you know, catching a keeper black grouper, why am I not holding him?
I don't know.
So a fish like this is special even on a boat. You know, anyone who knows anything, black grouper are a tricky fish to fool. To fool one on a bridge, to get him on 12-pound mono and light 20-pound leader, that's something special, man.
That's a stud, dude.
Let's go measure him. I know he'll keep, but I'm just curious to see how big he is.
Just a man walking his grouper down the bridge.
Dude, so black grouper in the state of Florida have to be 24 inches overall to keep. And
Slide
guess
him that
what?
way a little bit.
This way.
Yep. That is a 20,
That's almost 20.
26 and a half. So 27's right there.
So I've gotten 2 other keeper black grouper on the bridge, about 24 and 25 inches. This is my biggest ever, but he's very girthy. He's got on quite the belly on him. I gotta say, thank you for blessing me with your life, buddy.
That's a stud.
All right, guys, it's the next morning. Ryan and I actually fished that bridge right there. That's where we caught the black grouper. He caught a 0 mackerel, which you guys can find on his channel. And this is where we stayed last night. This is the Edgewater Lodge. We've stayed here actually a bunch of times, and I just wanted to show you guys. I just had to show you the coolest school of parrotfish right here. We walked out on the dock and there's a bunch of parrotfish just like grazing the seagrass, just feeding. And you see all the other little bait fish aren't threatened by them because these guys are big crustacean eaters and they eat shellfish and rock. You got a bunch of little maharas, barracudas, and that's the cool thing about the Keys is there's just so much life, and it's like every time I come down here I feel like I'm in a different country. Even though it's only a 2-hour drive for us from Pompano, there's no other place like it. I mean, you have flats, you have the Atlantic meeting the Gulf. When people say Florida is world-class fishing or the game fish capital of the world, the Keys is like the capital of Florida when it comes to all that. It's just incredible over here. And if you guys are ever looking for a place to stay in the Florida Keys, check out Edgewater Lodge. I'm gonna have them linked below. Very cool place. They got bait. They basically got all the amenities you could ever want for a vacation, kayak rentals and such. But we gotta get back to Pompano. I gotta fillet up this black grouper for you guys, so I will catch you there, and then I'll see you at dinner. All right, we are back in Pompano, about to fillet up our black grouper with the best knives on earth. We got the 8-inch Dexter flexible fillet, and right now you guys can actually save 25% off for Black Friday. Use my code Landshark. If it's not 25% off, it's normally 20% off, but still a good deal. My favorite all-around knife. I'm gonna fillet up this beautiful Florida Keys bridge black grouper.
I don't know how many people can say they've caught a black grouper that big from land.
No, seriously.
I wouldn't have thought it possible years ago.
Nope. Nice and cold.
Dude, that looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Did you bleed him?
Yeah, we did bleed this fish. And, you know, he hit the ice right away. And all in all, very nice looking fillet on this guy.
It's Snow White.
Voila, look at that. Oh yeah, that's about as white as it gets. We always talk about fish being white and it being synonymous with a good flavor. Just white fish, white fleshed fish have a very mild flavor. The thing I like about grouper that's unique, it's got real big flakes, which you don't see in a lot of fish. Sure. Yeah, you do get very close.
Look at that Dexter glide.
Dude,
Nice.
tell you what.
Satisfying.
I'll tell you what. I used to think the second side of a fillet is never going to be as good as the first side. You say that when you haven't filleted enough fish, I'll tell you that.
I say that.
It's a nice crutch to use.
It's a great excuse.
I'll say the second side is always more difficult to fillet, but if you look at a fish anatomically, both sides are the exact same, so the fillet should look the exact same. Break through those pin bones, over that rib cage. Grouper are a very slimy fish too. All right, second side. I'm gonna break down this carcass just so the catfish can feed on it better. And another thing I will do. Okay, here's the grouper head. He's small. Yes, you could make a fish head soup or something with them, but this is what I wanted to show you guys. Here's the collar. I'm just gonna trim it up a little bit, squirt off all the blood, and then I'll catch you guys in the kitchen. So we are gonna do a little baked grouper with a little bow tie mushroom spinach cream sauce pasta. I have some onion sauteing right here. We're gonna hit them with a whole head of minced garlic. We're just gonna wake this up, get rid of that raw garlic flavor. Because raw garlic's got a super pungent, it's almost like bitter. It's delicious, but a little overpowering for a sauce. So I took mushrooms, just white mushrooms, and I chopped them up into little pieces because I find they're gonna cook a little bit better and incorporate into our sauce a little bit better. Turn my heat down to medium low, just under medium. Garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, thyme. Going in the oven at 375, and when it's got like 3 minutes left, we're gonna hit it with the broiler to get a crispy layer on top. So we're gonna bake that. It's never an exact science. You just gotta have like that intuition of when your fish is done, you know? Mushrooms, onions, garlic, butter. We're gonna deglaze our mushroom onion mixture with some Pinot Grigio. And we're gonna reduce that wine by about half. So we get rid of that like real winey flavor, and it's just gonna caramelize and get sweet. And a real easy way to test to see if your wine's cooked out enough, simply taste it. Just take a spoon and just taste to see if that like real wine flavor is out of there. Pretty much done. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add chicken stock so we can just get some volume for our sauce. Chicken stock is a lot less boring than adding water. Chopped spinach going to go into our onion mushroom mixture. And to help facilitate this cooking, I'm gonna put a lid on. It's gonna wilt down our spinach a lot faster. So spinach, it's amazing. The volume of spinach just really shrinks, so you don't wanna overcook this stuff. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in some regular whipping cream slowly. You don't want this to separate, so you wanna keep the heat relatively low. Wow.
Yeah?
That is delicious. I gotta say so myself. That is freaking delicious. The only thing it needs is salt. We're gonna put our bow tie. The cheat code to any pasta, I don't care what anyone says. If anyone talks smack about Kraft Parmesan cheese, I don't know, you need to rethink your life. Kraft Parmesan cheese and pasta just goes so good. Look at that, Snow White and the 6 grouper dwarves. Pasta. Okay, so we got our baby broccoli. I highly recommend you guys just try blanching your broccoli. So I told Ryan I really want to get better about like showing you guys the actual fish because this should be the star of the show, right? Let me get a fork. This is what your fish should look like when it's done. If your fish doesn't have bounce and jiggle to it, it's overcooked. Watch this. Ready? If you can't do that with your fish, do you see that bounce? That's how you know it's cooked to perfection. Please, I ask you, don't overcook your fish. It's just, it should be a sin to overcook fish. Wow. Bow tie pasta. And look at this jiggle. We gotta do a toast to family and friends. There you go. The 2 things you need in life. Cheers.
Cheers, guys!
Cheers.
Cheers, Ryan.
I have no depth perception right now. I mean, we didn't fish for 2 days. We fished 2 half days in a row. Good times, slow times. Overall, great experience, great friends. Nothing else I want. Nothing else I want to eat in life. It was a good time. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to you guys.
Bricky couldn't make it. She didn't feel good, but she was there in spirit. Me and Ryan talked about how much we missed her, but she gets to at least enjoy the fish
It's
with us.
literally true.
Well, I didn't get to experience catching the fish, but I still got to enjoy it, and it's absolutely delicious. Everything on this plate is really good. It looks like I haven't ate much, but I've tried everything, and it's really good. So, sad I wasn't there, but I'm happy I get to enjoy it, so thank you.
Fresh grouper, never been frozen, cooked to perfection. It's delicious. Good job.
I have watched at least 50 Brian Chris interviews on the internet. This is the first one I've seen in person.
It is absolutely delicious. Tender and soft. It's undescribable how nice this fish is.
Grouper just has such a nice flake to it. You hear us talk about describing fish, like the oiliness, the texture, the whiteness, but so certain fish just have a real big flake. So like the segments between the lines, grouper just has a real big flake, and it's just such an enjoyable fish to eat. Like nothing else but grouper. You can't compare it to anything but grouper. So very happy to catch this fish and share it with these people. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, for allowing us to do this job that we so much love. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.